Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's KIM Kim out of Savannah, Georgia. And in this video, I was speaking with a business partner earlier today. I titled this 3 P's this is what it's called on Facebook Live. I don't know what it will be when it gets to YouTube. But on Facebook Live, I titled it the 3 P's that explain why people quit their business, okay? And this comes from an earlier conversation I had with a business partner of mine. Everything I do, and I'm going to talk to y'all while I'm getting ready to shoot my videos for my class and my team and YouTube, as well as fixing my lunch. So, hey, I gotta make it do what it do. So excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, earlier today, every single video I do is, hey Angela, it's based on a conversation I've had with somebody or something that's going on in real time. Nothing is speculative, okay? There's not theory involved here. This is from application, real world dialogue and things of that nature. So I was talking to a business partner and I was telling her about the reasons that people quit their business. And we were on a 3-way call and I'm talking to y'all even while I put in my contacts. I'm keeping it real. So we were talking about the fact that people quit their business. And she was like, why would they quit? You know, why would you quit? She started a while ago and these people were in before her. We were speaking about somebody specifically. And I don't like to beat around the bush and be like, wait to the end to find the answer. So here are the 3 P's in order of importance. And I'm going to break this down. The first one is personal development. The second one is the process. And the last one is paper, your money. Okay, so as it relates to the very first one, which is personal development, truth be told, people just have no understanding of what it takes. And they're not willing to apply the knowledge that you do have. So personal development is a phrase that is really greatly it's overused. It's like the word empowerment today. If I hear empowerment one more time, I'm going to throw up, like seriously. And it's always, you know what trips me out? Sometimes there are people that talk about empowerment, like they're empowerment coaches, and they be like, but I'm nervous to do XYZ thing. And it's like, isn't that what you do? Aren't you an empowerment coach? Like, how are you scared to do something? And how about this? Empower yourself. Empower yourself before you try to empower someone else. But people do it. So that's what I mean, like, application. A lot of people know about personal development, but what do they call it? Self-development. But often, and I heard this phrase and I really, really like it, for most people, self-development is not self-development, it's shelf development. Because all the books, all the courses, all the tapes, everything that they have, it basically like sits on their shelf. They don't actually go out there and use the information. So you have people that attend the events, the conferences, the calls, all of that good stuff. But they never do anything when they get home. Okay? They just are cheerleaders. And these are not bad people. I'm not saying anything bad about them. What I am telling you is that most people cannot get past that learning phase. And it's partially school's fault, because school has taught us that if you don't know everything, then you can't do anything. Okay? And that's not the truth, not as it relates to a business or entrepreneurship. As a matter of fact, you don't have to learn and then earn. You earn while you learn. That's how that's supposed to work out. Every single successful person, millionaire, billionaire, they have all said that their greatest teacher was failure. So you got to get out there and you got to suck at it. Yeah, you got to suck at it before you can get good at it. And you definitely got to get good before you can get great at it, okay? So that's the first thing. People fall, people fail, people quit because of personal development. They like to listen to it, but they don't like to do it. All right, the second thing, the process. Now, the process is really the gotcha, because there can be people that out there that are ignorance on fire. They're like, woohoo, I'm going to go out here and do it for my kid is my why. My kid that's the why that makes me cry. My child and all this other stuff, right? Not making fun of people, just saying what people do. So they'll go out there and maybe they got the self-development down. Like I said, they're doing all that stuff and they're applying it. They're going out there, ignorance on fire, but the process is what gets them. And there are people that, just to be honest, with the process, people are so dang disrespectful. So disrespectful. Like, I remember I had a leader, and he, at the time that I met him, was making $500,000 a month, 27 years old. And people would come to him and be like, I'm going to do better than you. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And it's great to, like, boost yourself up. But you got to realize that if you don't if you're not doing the activity that person was doing, you coming to somebody and being like, oh, I'm gonna blow past you and I'm gonna, it's while you're like boosting yourself, you are, like I said, being disrespectful. You're disrespectful of that person's process. Because if your calendar does not look like their calendar, if your activity is nowhere near it, then hush your mouth and get to work. And people are not patient during the process. Oh my gosh, I have people reaching out to me like, oh, Kim, can you tell me how to do YouTube videos? Yeah, sure. I'm going to stop cutting videos to teach you for free. I mean, like, I love people, I like people, all that good stuff, but it just makes absolutely no sense. And they'll be like, I got 5 videos up, or I've been doing videos for, 6 months. I've been doing videos since 2015. I'm not saying you can't catch me, because it's not about that. What's for me is for me. You can put up one video and recruit the best person in the world. So it has nothing to do with time frame. But when you go to somebody who has put into effect the compound effect, and then you just start in the race, but you want to end up at the same place as them, it's disrespectful. You can always tell these people, because they'll ask you a question, and they'll be like, what's the one thing I need to do to get to the 250 club? What's the one thing I need to do to close this customer? What's the one thing? What's the one course? What's the one video? What's the one mentor? What's the one? If this event is not it, if this product don't do the trick, what's the one thing? Those people, I'm telling you, disrespectful. They don't respect the process. They don't understand it. And they definitely don't want to endure it. They have no patience. I heard this definition from one of my mentors, and he said, an entrepreneur not only is someone who can solve problems, they're someone who can endure pain for the longest. Oh my gosh, I know about pain. It's been so painful on this journey, but it's also been pleasurable. You gotta go through the pain to get to the pleasure. That's a non-negotiable. So you gotta be patient on the process. And people say, well, how long is it gonna take? I tend to know. It depends on a number of factors. Okay, my process is not your process. And an MBA and a degree in this industry, in this profession, it doesn't compress your time frame necessarily. There are a number of factors. Because why? Because it's not just one thing. What's the one thing? So the last one is paper, y'all. That's dollar bills, y'all. That's your money. That's your moolah. Okay? That is what takes people out of the game. And it is, how much capital do you have to build your business? And do you have the revenues to sustain your business? Okay? I meet people all the time, and they're like, I ain't got no money to start. I see what you're doing. I see how you help Candy B. I saw Lily's testimony, but I don't have the money to start. Because they're paying their bills first, and that's cool. Like, I understand. You got to pay your bills. However, somebody, and this is a personal decision, okay, guys? Gotta get these things twisted. Hey, what's going on, Cassandra? Hey, Michelle. Michelle said, you better say it. I'm saying it, girl. But this is a personal decision. But first of all, for most people, your job no longer is even enough to pay your bills. Okay? It's not even enough to pay your bills for the majority of people. So, if your job is not enough to pay your bills, but you always have to wait till all your bills are paid before you can do anything outside of the norm, then when will you ever do anything outside of the norm? Oh, the answer's never. The answer's never there. Okay? You will never do anything outside of the norm, because the bills come every 30 days, baby. And so if you're already operating at a deficit, then, there was this thing called a pattern. You're going to continue to operate at a deficit. So it's amazing, because businesses understand, like, when they go to get their vendors, when they get their supplies from the vendors, they have like net 30, net 60, net 90 days out to pay. They never pay their bills like on time, because they would rather take that money, that capital, infuse it into their business, multiply their money. Businesses don't make money. Good businesses, at least. They don't make money, they multiply money. So they would rather take that capital, infuse it into their business, flip them dollars, right? And make some more. If I could pay a $100 bill on the first, but it's really not considered late, I don't have a penalty until the 15th, why would I pay it on the first? Because I just like for my bills to be paid. Okay. But if you have a business, right, that's 2 whole weeks. What if you could take that $100, invest it in some inventory that you can then flip and get $300 in sales, an extra $200 in profit? Now you just made $200 extra in those 15 days. Now I'm dealing with small numbers, because I'm not good at math, except as it relates to counting money. So I just wanted easy numbers, but I'm just saying. Like, businesses don't try to pay all their bills on time. They try to ride that thing out so they can have that capital to multiply the money. And so as I apply that to my life, when I looked at, okay, Kim, you're paying your bills on time, or you're paying your bills every month, what is the penalty of not paying some of these bills? Like, can you take this money? And really, it lights a fire under your butt when you do things a certain way, depending on the type of person you are. I am a very competitive person. I have alpha type energy, personality. So I was like, let me think about this. I've been paying my bills on time all these years. It's gotten me nowhere except in the same exact place, which is barely enough to pay my bills. Let me just this one time take some of my bill money, throw it into this business, and I know this bill still has to get paid. So now I am going to do whatever it takes to get that money back, because the bill still got to be paid. Do you feel me? So as it relates to capital to build your business, most people don't have the capital, and they never will. So when somebody tells me, oh, I'm waiting till I get paid, I know that chances are, with very few exceptions, I just brought someone onto the Better Bodybuilders last week. Very persistent young lady. She joined the business even though she just quit her job. She didn't quit her job to join my business. However, she could have used quitting her job as an excuse not to join, but she didn't. So she's the exception to the rule, but there are very few exceptions to the rule. For the majority of people, when they say, oh, I'll pay you when I get paid on Friday, they say that every Friday. Every Friday they got something to do. They're going to buy the shoes on Friday. They're going to get the tire, the car serviced on Friday. Chances are they won't get the car serviced until it comes out on the side of the road. Most people don't do things because of a gain. They do things out of pain. They just do. And if they haven't acted on the pain, that's just because the pain is not strong enough yet. Unfortunately, that's how it is for the majority of people. You want to operate in the minority. So when I took my bill money and I invested it in a business and I said, nah, I gotta make this back, I meant it. And it made me do all of the other things. It made me patient in the process. It made me respect the process. It made me, hey, Billy Franklin, I'm great. It made me understand what personal development really meant. It made me apply the things that I was learning and not just be like, oh, I know that. And personal development is a fickle thing, because you can hear like a name or know of a course and you're like, oh, I took that course, I heard of that person, but you got to hear it over and 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 over again. The guy that I spoke of, who was making $500,000 a month, he used to literally have one earbud in his ear all throughout the day, listening to the same audio for, I think, 6 months straight. The same single solitary audio for 6 months straight. Always had an earbud in one ear. Would be talking to people with the other ear. I'm listening to 6 hours of a playlist on YouTube right now. I listen to it on double speed, so that saves me some time. But I start early in the morning, but I gotta listen to it over and 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 over again until I know it like the back of my hand. Why? Because it's just that important. Because business operates in cycles. You're going to be up some days, you're going to be down some days. In the down times, you have to know how to manage your frequency, your vibration, so that you are still able to maintain, knowing that whatever it is you want, whoever you admire, who has the results you desire, that everything that you have put in your heart that you want your business to produce, it's already done in the spirit realm. You just got to manifest it in the physical. And that takes a whole nother level. That takes a whole nother consciousness to realize that and understand that, because we're taught to only focus on things that we see. However, the unseen is always greater than the seen. So, it might sound like I'm talking in riddles or hocus pocus, but I'm not. I'm talking about extreme focus. And all of that comes with personal development. Actually, not just hearing it, but doing it. I know you don't like to do stuff because it's so boring. It's not fun. But grow up. You're not 12. Okay? You're not my son. You're not Eho. You're not 8 years old. Okay? So you can't only do things that are fun. And before you can get to the fun, you got to do the stuff that's not so fun. That's just how life works. Life rewards you. What do they say? There's a leader in my company that say you cannot participate in the promise until you have gone through the process. You can't. You can't. You don't have to like it. Just learn it. You don't have to like it at all. But yeah, those are the 3 things in that order. The 3 reasons why people quit on themselves and they stop doing their business. Number 1, personal development. They have no understanding, no application. Number two, the process. They have no patience or respect for the process, and everybody's process, everybody's journey is different. And number three, paper, dollar bills, y'all. They got no money to start the business, and no money to sustain the business. It's just that simple. So anyway, I hope you guys found value in this. Thank you for everybody who joined live. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that red button. If you're not already subscribed to BetterBodyCrew, I'll give you a clue. It's the big red button that says subscribe. Yeah, press it. Okay? And if you like this video, leave a comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.